Display chat. Okay, there we go. Wow, that was a lot of steps. Okay, there we go. Okay, that was a lot of steps. Oh my gosh. Okay. Diamond Dynasty, March to October could be kind of fun. Should I get into storylines? Okay, yes, I know Sacramento's roster is out of whack. Well, it's fixed now. Okay. So Giants are 23-4. Arizona 16-10. They are 6.5 out. San Diego ain't doing too hot either. 15-11. Colorado is 7-18. So they are honestly doing pretty bad. Why are they doing so bad? With the draft in 77 days, we've already played game 1 versus Texas, and we won 4-3. That was in the previous stream. So we got Kyle Harrison, which actually I might emulate that move, and I might send him to Boston. Harrison's 2-1. Fitzgerald. Bishop is in the lineup. Pete Alonso is at first. Yaz is in right. Ramos in left. Chapman at third. So Chapman's pretty tired. And Rafi Devers hasn't played yet. So I could have put somebody in the catcher's spot because Bailey's cold now. Okay, I gotta be careful here.
MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the San Francisco Giants. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boo.
Okay.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
All right, so on the mound. On the mound is Kyle Harrison making his 5th start of the year. Harrison 2-1 with a 4.67 ERA. 21 strikeouts. So
I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
All right, ready to go here. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
So Wyatt Langford ready, Harrison ready, and the first pitch of the ball game is on its way. and it's a swinging strike. Giants won the ball game last night, 4-3. Here's game 2 of the series.
Fought off foul.
That's fought off foul. Tap down the right side.
The wind of the pitch.
Got him. And that's how this game gets started, with a strikeout.
For him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Josh Smith.
So here's the third baseman, Josh Smith. That is tap foul.
Potent offenses in the game squaring off. 1 out, bases empty.
Devers guarding the line.
Infield playing him to pull. Second baseman just to the right of the bag.
And that's a low, ball 1. Devers making his first start as a Giant. Emulated what the Giants did a couple days ago by sending Harrison, Hicks, and a couple other guys to Boston for him. And that is outside for a ball.
You get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That is route fouled on the left field line.
1 down, bases empty.
Here's...
Good plate appearance there.
And that's ball 4. So
Looked like
Smith
a
is
questionable
aboard.
call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Corey Seager in the box
Seager
now.
takes the strike looking. Giants after the ball game tomorrow will travel to Detroit for a 2-game set.
One ball, 1 strike. But he scrambles back.
That will be Tuesday, Wednesday.
Just off the inside edge. That one missing inside.
You note Harrison struggles here at home.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there.
Big swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Throw comes in, holds the runners, first and second. So here's the other Josh Young, and that is wrapped to center. Lee is there. And that'll do it. No runs, 2 walks, no hits, 2 left. Rangers nothing, Giants coming up.
Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back.
On the mound for the Rangers is Nathan Eovaldi.
It's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Eovaldi making his 5th start of the year, 2-3 on the year. So here's Fitzgerald to lead things off in the bottom of the 1st. That's in there for a called strike.
They're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And there's a foul ball.
That is route fouled on the left field line. Doubt the Giants will see the Rangers again this season.
Ripped to third and
that is caught by Smith.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Pete Alonso.
Yeah, he's got a 17-game hit streak going, and this is about the time people start to pay attention around the sport. Getting up there close to 20, and the way he's swinging it.
So here's Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit.
Lee has been hitting really well, and that is hit foul.
Eovaldi, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a slider.
Lee with a 255 average, 4 home runs, 10 driven in. 5 stolen bases. Lee 4 home runs, 10 driven in.
That one is absolutely belted.
And that might... Nope, that's foul. I'm going to say that might be number 5. Just to sit back a little longer.
Jumps, but it's off his glove.
Oh, what?
Safe at first.
How did that happen? I'm sure first baseman's going, I should have picked that.
Here is Hunter Bishop.
But here's Hunter Bishop.
Added another hit as well. Now he steps out as time is granted.
Hunter Bishop, since being called up, has 23 at-bats, 5.10 average with 5 home runs and 13 driven in. No stolen bases as of yet. So 5 home runs, 13 driven in.
Swing and a ground ball. And
Who is... That is ripped into the gap. Not quite. First and third with 1 out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
So here's
2 on, 1 out.
So here's Pete Alonso.
Hitting a ton of homers this year. Second most in the National League. Chance to collect himself now.
Alonso with 10 home runs, 22 driven in. Hitting .305 for the year. High drive, left field, and out of here. And the Giants lead 3-0.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives.
You see the mistake.
Who's gonna win? Well, a really good job
right at the belt.
getting the top
And that is the happy zone.
How is that fastball out of here?
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out.
Yaz is out, so 2 down.
Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive.
So here is Elliot Ramos. That is wrapped into left field for a base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit.
So here's Rafael Devers making his first start as a Giant. Oh, that's off the first baseman.
Yep, he's out.
And the inning is over. 3 runs.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
So here's Simeon. That's a called strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters.
That's wrapped foul.
After scoring.
Here, so here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do that because we've scored already. We're gonna go dynamic.
This is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hit to right. Yaz is there, and he puts it away.
Here's Kevin Pillar.
Here's an old friend. Wrapped to third. Devers.
Toss to Alonso.
Out.
Get the out. 2 down, base is empty.
Devers looks good in the field.
Adolis Garcia. And that's in for a strike.
Again, the only guys the Giants are really missing are Dominic Smith and Dom Jones. Or Daniel Jones, I guess his name is. As that's wrapped foul off the right side. I've searched the rosters. As I've got them. That is...
Rangers go down quickly.
Wow.
They trail in this one 3-0.
4, 5, and 6 due up. Actually, 8, 9, and 1 due up. Excuse me.
Back here in San Francisco, bottom of the second, and digging in for San Francisco, Jeremy Pena.
So here's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And that's inside for a ball.
And that's ball one.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Swing and a miss, and
oh, don't know what we're swinging at there. It's 1-1.
Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up
And don't know what we're swinging at. It's 1-2.
Swing paths.
Yep, exactly.
That's right on the corner. Got him.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
So here's Patrick Bailey. Bailey's really scuffled so far not this season, but
foul ball there.
Recently he started to struggle. Bailey's got 4 home runs, 14 driven in. I think it might be time. That's wrapped foul. Do I have...
We got time.
Chance to collect himself down 0-2.
Do I have any backup catchers? I do. Sam Huff. Might be time to put him in the game. I might do that tomorrow.
The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
What the Giants did a lot of in the previous series was work the pitch count for the pitchers in Philadelphia. And that's outside for a ball. And they want to get back to that. That's when they're most successful. That's wrapped to third for Smith. Or excuse me, Young is over at third today. I don't know why I called him Smith earlier. I guess I'm so used to Smith playing third for Texas. Swinging and a miss.
0-1.
And it's 0-1.
Inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
That is wrapped foul. And we have an old friend managing the Rangers this year, Bruce Bochy. Got him.
And he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but they lead at 3-0. On to the third inning. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Kyle Higashioka. Ball 1-1.
And he takes the ball. Nathan Eovaldi might be somebody that's 2-0.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle.
Fitzgerald
Toss to Alonso.
over to Alonso, and that's 1 out.
Stepping in, Wyatt Langford.
Here's Wyatt Langford.
That one foul
Pop
off.
foul.
Harrison ready to fire now.
That's inside for a ball.
On the ground, right side.
Oh,
Whips it to first.
almost missed that.
And very nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. First pitch doesn't find the
Not
zone.
sure what position he's supposed to be playing right now.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
Wrapped into center field for a base hit. That's going to split
Houston Huskers
Ramos
are
and
second.
Lee. Ramos will get there.
He's in with a stand-up double.
Fires in the third, and Smith will have a double.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. Really good swing right there. You gotta
and he's back into second.
I'm gonna see how much longer he's got on his deal with Texas.
And that drops in for a strike. But he's back.
Might be somebody I look to pick up at the
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series.
deadline or even in
Strikes
the
that one
off
away, the
season.
count remains 0-2. And
Wrapped.
that one hammered. Going back.
Yaz will get there and he'll make the catch.
Bottom of the inning and digging in
Bottom
for
of the
San
third, and
Francisco,
here's Jung-Hoo
Lee.
Lee. Lee, Alonso, and
Swing and a miss.
filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
curveball. Drops in for a strike.
And the 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in
That
the dirt.
one's in the dirt, and Lee is retired.
And that completes the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough.
So here's Hunter Bishop to
Digging
hit.
in, Hunter Bishop, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. There's a strike.
That's a strike. Bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1.
That one
Low
misses.
for a ball.
Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Somebody likes his
In
chances.
the air, left field, down the line.
That
And he
bounced
pops
over the wall.
And that's an automatic double.
1 out.
That's down the left field line.
Here's
Here's
real power at the plate.
Hunt.
Pete Alonso.
Yeah. Here's the polar bear.
In
And that's
there
in for a strike.
1.
Slider this time.
And it's fouled
Popped
away.
him up.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
Back
Try to
into
go
the
get
seats.
fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second.
That's pop foul. Four-seam fastball this time. That's above the zone. Usually one you'd want to lay off.
Swing and a
Especially
miss.
that one.
And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mike is
Here's
stretched
Yaz.
here. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Hey!
That's in the dirt.
0-2.
Usually want to lay off of those.
Left
Popped up.
field, Langford coming on. And that is
And
that.
Langford will make, or yeah.
As we go to the top of the 4th. And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
First base today.
Berger
Oh.
measures 6 feet 2 inches.
That's a ball.
230 pounds. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Ground ball right side. Leadoff hitter
Got it.
retired in the 4th. So digging in, Josh Young. The other way. And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Around first, heading for 2.
And he's out.
On the tag, you're out.
Trying for 2.
Don't run on Yaz.
And the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
2 down, bases empty.
And that's a huge, huge break for the Giants.
Hard hit left side. Slings it. across, and he has thrown 4 shutout. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
All right, bottom of the 4th.
Right through there for a strike.
That is a
Well, I
called
think that
strike.
surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Hard hit right side. Berger takes it to the bag.
Yeah,
and
Berger's
one
playing
gone in the
first
fourth
today.
As they get the leadoff man. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. That's off the mark.
Low for a ball.
1-0.
And here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles. And by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Ground ball
No,
right side.
that's foul,
And it
that's
goes
foul.
just foul.
Here's an 0-2 or 1-2, excuse me. That's pop
How's it
foul.
up? Still 1-2.
Don't know
Bases
how
hit,
he
one
got a
away
hold of
here
that
in
one.
the bottom of the 4th.
That one was off the plate.
There's
That's
ball
low in the
downstairs.
dirt. 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up
Strike
a first
3.
single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
2 outs.
So
base
here's
set.
Pena.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. In there at the knees, 0-1. That's a strike.
Right
Absolutely
through there.
focusing on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Whoa, look out. Inside.
Got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 outs, base is empty.
Got him. Got him reaching.
Giants down in order.
They lead it
Welcome
3-0.
back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Top 5.
Back to work.
Harrison back out there.
And
Strike 1.
Misses for ball 1.
Well, these Rangers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Headed down the line.
Popped up.
Nobody can get there.
That
It's a
will
foul
get
ball.
there. No one. And it'll fall foul.
Goes down.
Got him looking.
Adolis Garcia, the next to hit.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Changeup right there, just pulled the string.
That's it.
Got him looking. 0-2.
And a foul
Wrap
ball, he
foul.
stays
Ooh,
alive.
do not throw that one again.
The Giants leading by 3.
He
We're
was
at the top of the
on
fifth.
that.
On the ground to the left.
Oh, diving attempt by Devers. Couldn't get there.
Two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds.
And that's a
And here
fair
come the
ball.
Rangers.
The throw in.
Throw to third. In there.
Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Fastball for a strike.
So now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
Next pitch is outside.
First and third.
In there at the knees. Garcia.
This is the most trouble.
Higashioka at first, 1 gone.
Actually, no, it's not. I was gonna say, this is the most trouble Harrison's been in all day, but he walked 2 in the first. They didn't score,
3 balls, 2 strikes.
and it's a full count.
And that'll
Take your
And that's low, ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Line to left. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Throwing
He's in there.
Line, and he scores. And it's 3-1.
Had that been a good throw, he may have gotten him.
The shortstop takes the ball.
And that's the danger of loading the bases.
That's a strike, and it's
Strike one. Giants will get the bullpen working just in case.
Snap throw behind the runner, back safely. Caught him looking for one run in the back here at Oracle Park.
Bottom of the fifth rolls in.
Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom five. Patrick Bailey. High fly ball out into left center field. Pilar. Hauls it in.
Pilar in center will make the catch.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Fitzgerald, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
And Evaldi is at
That's too low. And 1-1.
96 pitches, or 94, I should say.
Swing and a slow roller.
Young will throw to first as Berger digs it out.
And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 2.
Oh, 93, I guess he had 92. Okay, well. Popped them up.
To the left, into foul ground.
Young.
Young
got it.
The grab, and that'll end the inning.
And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no one left.
As the lead remains 3-1.
We go to the top of the 7th. Giants lead 3-1.
Top 6.
Or top 6, wow.
Jake Berger. That
Ball one.
1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Have to think that
There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
anyone gets on in this inning,
Line drive.
that's probably going to be Harrison's last inning.
One up, one down. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers.
But if he can get through 6 full,
Headed towards the corner.
I think that will
And that is a foul ball.
put the Giants in a pretty good position.
Get through one more inning, anything
Yeah,
after
just
that,
as what
a
I'm
hitter or
saying.
two is
1 ball,
bonus,
1 strike.
but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Falling behind 2-1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2-2.
And that one is lifted in the air. Pena on his way over. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
2 out.
Now it's Marcus Semien.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed.
Toss to Alonso. Rangers go down in.
All right, bottom
That'll
6
do it for the Rangers.
coming up. Giants 3, Rangers
Ready to
1.
go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Hunter Bishop.
Hasn't hit one yet this game.
Hit
As
hard,
wrapped foul to the left.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Seager settles under it. 1 away.
Popped out to short.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's done some damage. Launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
So here's Alonso.
That clips the inside corner.
Oh, I don't think so.
Bullpen action for the Rangers. Jacob Webb appears to be getting loose. Armstrong also throwing.
I don't like the new feature
Comes up
because he swings and misses,
Base
where
empty, 1 away here in the
your
bottom of the
relievers
6th.
are automatically warmed up. I liked having to warm up my relievers.
It's a strikeout.
Well, that's exactly what a good 2-strike splitter will do. Duck right under the bat path and that last 15 to 20 feet or so, and at that point, It's just too late to do anything about it as a hitter. Really nice pitch.
And first
Pulled
offering is
foul.
fouled off.
You'd have to think that this, too, is Evaldi's last inning.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man, that's just
No
a
ball,
nasty
2 strike.
splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
That one
Whoa,
misses.
look out.
And the count is
Inside.
1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Yeah, anything more than this inning probably is a bonus, but
And
you'd
that
have
goes
to
to
imagine that
outside.
this is his last
Ball.
inning.
Take, especially with 2 strikes.
Especially now.
Next
3 and 2.
offering is in the dirt. And he walked
Ball
him.
4.
66 pitches
You can
now.
stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed, this guy out there in the base pass, it could turn into 2 or 3 bases.
Manager out of the dugout now.
So here,
And it looks
here
like
comes
we'll see a
Bruce
change on
Bochy
the mound.
out of the Ranger
That'll be it
dugout,
for
and
Nathan
that'll do it for
Eovaldi.
Nathan
And they
Eovaldi.
trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound. So they bring on the veteran, Sean Armstrong.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Here goes
Here
the
comes-
roll. Pitch in for a strike. Throw,
Save.
save. That's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
And a foul ball.
Popped up.
Yastrzemski on at second with 2 down. Behind
We got
0-2,
time.
he steps out for time. Man on second, 2 down. Foul ball still 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. To third.
Crowd gets the Let's Go Giants chants going as Yaz will stop at third. Oh, bobble. Yaz is going to head home.
The run comes in from
No
second.
throw, and it's 4-1.
And he'll pull into second safely.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent.
Oh, yeah, you see the misplay at third by
All those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different
Young,
spots. It's just
and then
nice.
you see
Now it's Devers.
they're going to walk Devers intentionally.
Assassin.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Jeremy Pena, the next Giant to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
So here's Pena.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
They did their scouting report
2
on
on, 2
Devers.
outs. Right through there. for a strike.
Whoa.
Well, we call that
You don't-
keyhole. Even though it's right there,
You don't take a
pretty
pitch
good.
like that
He doesn't
very
love it.
often.
He's not going to swing that early in the
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
You see Matt Williams on third base side waving in Yaz.
Battling
That is
Devers, he
wrapped
fouls it away.
foul. Look out. That's
Man, he'd like to have that.
a
pitch
drop
back.
foul.
First and second, 2 down.
I'm so glad they have this protective netting.
And this could be trouble.
That's going to get down into the corner. Langford has to dig it out.
Devers headed home.
Devers will score, and it's 6-1.
And the lead is up to 5. So runner at second. 2
So here's Bailey. This could be a chance to get him
2
going.
in this.
He has really struggled so far, but the chance to shake it off right here.
And 1 in scoring position.
Runner at second, 2 out. And a couple in.
Swing and a
And
foul.
that will get foul. All Bailey has to do is just let the ball travel a hair more.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
You see the cold zone right in here. That's what we're trying to eliminate.
On the ground, and foul ball.
Bailey has gone ice cold.
Ripped on a line, and that is that.
And when you're going good, that will fall. When you're not, that will not.
Score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
So Giants with a new arm on the mound will be Eric Miller, making his 8th start of the year, 8th appearance of the year. 1-0 record with
spin rate's very high and it just breaks a ton.
2 holds on the year.
Off the mark there.
Not a closing situation as it is a 5-run lead.
This kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Lee brings it in, and there's one down. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Miller, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. The Giants leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball
That is
still 1-2
hit
count.
well, fouled on the left field line. Got him!
And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Here's Higashioka.
0-1.
Sidestep for a strike.
7 with that fastball.
Got him swinging. 2 out.
A nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Second out for him, 3rd for the inning. Here's Jacob Webb.
They know that he can get a right-hander out.
So here's Fitzgerald.
To face a couple of lefties this inning.
High drive. Dead center. Pilar looking up. Out of here.
That one felt good. It's 7-1. And all he needed was a late single to keep his hitting streak alive, but that'll do.
Yeah, nerves of steel. He knew the streak was on the line, but he didn't let it stop him from blasting one out of here. Keep it going, my guy.
You see the mistake.
So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did.
He wanted to get that ball down. Instead, he left it in the spot where the hitter could get to it.
Nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Yeah, he wanted to get that down, but there was a mistake location, and he's not going to miss when he's going good like that. That's going to go foul. That is ripped into right. That'll get down. Pilar has to dig it out. And Lee is in the 3rd with a triple.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a beautiful.
Honestly, probably could have sent Lee home, but don't want to run into one out, especially when there aren't any on. When you're the leadoff hitter, you don't want to run into an out.
I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
Now it's going to be Hunter Bishop. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Fitzgerald now with 11 home runs. Bishop trying to hit his 4th of the year, or at the very least drive in his 14th run of the year. Actually, it would be his 14th and 15th runs of the year.
The bottom of the 7th.
Runner at third, nobody out.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
All right. Bishop will hold it first. Run batted in, his 14th of the year.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like
Here's
moving
Alonso.
at full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Foul into the seats.
Bishop on at first, nobody out.
See if he can get his first stolen base of the year. That'd be kind of nice.
Runner goes. Strike in there. And that's
Yep.
not even close.
That's going to be his first of the year. First of his big league career.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Runner at second, nobody out.
Wanted to get a couple runs home. Giants exploded for a big inning. Got him.
And back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's the ass.
And
Pop
first off,
foul,
Rangers
but
fouled off.
behind home plate.
Puts it in the air out
Hit the
towards
center.
Pilar sizing this one up.
2
He's
out.
got it. And there's 2 away.
Giants 8, Rangers
So, man
1.
forward. Here's Elliot Ramos.
Wrap foul. 0-1. Should be 2-0. Instead, it's 0-2.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
That's high ball 1.
Fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike if he swings or not.
Struck him out looking. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and a run. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Miller back to work. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
Wrapped up the middle in a base hit.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Now the 0-1. Gets the outside corner with that one.
No
But
balls,
he's
2
safe.
strike.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Got him.
Yes, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's
High ball
close
1.
to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good
Runner
spin rate
in
on it,
scoring
and a bit of
position
increase
now.
in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Didn't even know that he was
Keeps the at-bat going.
running there. Rangers trying to
On the ground, right side.
climb
And
back
that's
into this.
just foul.
They are down
That ball
7.
smashed on a line. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Runner will hold at second.
Berger stepping in for the Rangers. And that's in there.
That's in for a strike.
knocked on the ground a second. In plenty of time to first.
And that'll do it.
Ready for the bottom
We
of the
played
8th.
7.5. It's the Giants 8 and the Rangers 1. So here's Devers now. You're not going to do anything with that one. That's just too good of a pitch. You got to look a little further down. Not that far down, but you definitely got to look a little further down than that first one was. That's in the dirt.
Now 1 and 2.
That's almost similar to where the last one was that he swung through. That's out, that's inside. He loves that sweeper for some reason.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt.
And he throws the changeup in the dirt.
After the drop third strike. And up next for the Giants, Jeremy Pena.
So here's Pena. Devers a rough debut as a Giant. Sure, his IRL debut didn't go this bad.
He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Now at the plate, Patrick Bailey.
That's outside for a ball.
And that's ball 1. Man at first, 1 away.
Yeah, he's getting tired. You see his energy bar is in the yellow. Can't imagine he'll be out there very much longer. Rangers do have activity in the bullpen.
And a ground ball to first. There's one.
He's out.
Back to first, double play. And that's it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no.
Alright, so
Back here in San Francisco, here's the third baseman, Josh Young. That pitch gets the inside corner.
top 9.
One strike.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. His 4th home run of the season. It's 8-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
That was the one that ultimately broke the camel's back,
Nobody on, nobody
as
out
they
with a
say.
run in here at the top of the 9th. Hit on the ground to the right
Had he not hit the dinger,
That's foul.
which it does make it 8-2, Miller probably would be feeling good right now.
The count remains 0-2.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
And that one inside and it
They
hit
got
him.
him. Take
He
your
had
base.
2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Eric Miller will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Randy Rodriguez comes on now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads
That's the
because
ball.
it just doesn't have the same intensity
One
as
ball,
a tight
no
game.
strike.
So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And now runners at the corners, nobody out. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. Over to first, and he saved. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1.
Don't really want to waste.
Base hit, and a run comes in. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Higashioka stands in now and watches.
Don't really want to waste an opportunity if you're the Rangers, but if you're the Giants, you also don't want to waste a quality start from Kyle Harrison.
On third, Garcia on at first with nobody out.
Lee's gonna get there.
Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly, and it's 8-4.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario,
That's
a
a ball.
sacrifice fly to drive in that runner
1-0.
for third.
Safe at second. There's a strike. Runner at second here, one gone. And that drops in for a strike.
1-2.
Any more score and it becomes a save situation for Ryan Walker.
On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So it's their last chance in this one. Next, it'll be the Texas DH, Josh Smith.
No ball. 1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Hey!
Throw to first.
0-2.
Got him looking.
The ball game.
Well, there's no letdown after they got to 10 wins. Came out today, pushed it to 11. The opposition looks disgusted from the other side of the field. They respect the talent that's over there, but they also think that this is a lucky team. Well, that's the thing about baseball. You've got to be good and you've got to be lucky. Right now, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're just going to ride it as long as it lasts.
And our final here today, 8-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire...
Alright, so yeah, let me see if I can kind of mimic that start. So, or at least that trade. So I want to get something back from Boston then to replace who is this guy? Tanner Howick. Alex Bregman. That's third base. I'm looking for starters. Garrett Crochet. What's his record right now? 1-2? I think a fresh start should do him good. Let me actually throw in Justin. Almost said Justin Steele, but he's a starter. Justin Steele's a Cub, I think. Wait. Justin Slater? He has the same last name as Austin? He's 27, he's already regressing? Like, what the heck is this? I mean, yeah, you're gonna regress if you're there, but why are you regressing? Dang, do they not have any? There we go. Here's somebody. Um, actually, you know what? No, I'll send. Let me do Harrison for crochet there, and then let me do. Bailey's cold. Let me send Sam Huff to Seattle for Raleigh and Matt Brash. Okay. Let me just make sure. So, yeah, Matt Brash. And then go back to. I need. Well, maybe not. Have I sent. What are we looking at here? There's Brash. Lou Trevino. Ryan. I mean. I'm gonna send this guy to Anaheim for Ben Joyce. Ben Joyce he's good. And he's only 24, so he'll be around for a while. He is a baby. He is a baby. I want to pause broadcast.